what I've done.
We're live. Good evening, Miss Person.
What, Mr. Patterson?
Miss Person. We're just talking about old comedies and stuff and how funny those things used to be years ago. In fact, I fell down a bit of a... Oh, hello, everybody, by the way. Sorry, I've gone on a tangent then. I've been looking at some of the old 70s comedies, some of the gentler comedies, and I must admit, I've been looking at them and they've actually made me belly laugh, which a lot of the new stuff doesn't anymore. But it's properly made me belly laugh because there was no restrictions on, there was nothing. People weren't frightened to be offended, and it was just funny. It was just funny. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Simply Spooky. Put my professional face now. I'm Dan, and over in the other little corner over there in the other square is young Viv, Spooky Viv. And we're here this evening. We're hopefully going to get somebody who's going to join us a bit later. But if not, fear not, because, us, we can just chat crap all night long. So welcome one and all. If you're out there and you can see me or you can see us and you can hear us and we're broadcasting loud and clear, if you would put a little reference in the comments for us, a little bit of a note saying hi or what have you, and then we'll know that everything's broadcasting perfectly. I hope everybody's had a good weekend and indeed a good week since we spoke. I've had a good week. What about you, Viv? You had a good week?
I've been very, very busy at work.
You have been busy, haven't you? It's been a bit of a... Is it that time of year now where they're catching up with everything and that? It's tax season soon, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Started. Auditors are in.
So that's going to be a really busy period then, isn't it? For any business, I guess. But particularly something like you're involved in. So, yeah. So how are you feeling, though? You feeling all right? You feeling a bit tired, a bit jaded?
Yeah, just tired, but I'll be all right. The warm weather's coming. Well, it's going to get warmer, isn't it? So
it's been a bit spring-like today. It's been quite nice. A bit chilly, but nice. I went out the other day and I saw all the crocuses and stuff coming up and the bluebells, and I thought, wow.
Yeah.
That's a good sign if ever there was one. It does. It cheers you up, doesn't it? It really lifts your spirits, really, when you see that type of thing.
It really does, yeah.
New life coming through and spring on the way.
We need it as well, don't we?
We do need it. It seems to be... It doesn't... I don't think it's been a long winter, but it seems to have been a harsh winter. It seems to be very cold throughout the winter period. But now we're coming into spring. Hopefully, when spring is sprung, it'll be good. Have we got anybody in the comments? Because I don't know what I've done, but I can't see the comments.
Oh, for God's sake, Dan, what are you like?
I know, it's me. Hiya, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
You're doing well. Lovely to speak to you and see you. Hiya, Nico. Not many of them, Nico. They normally die of loneliness, my good ideas, because they're orphans. I don't have that many.
Hang on, I'm trying to multitask here.
Multitask away. Hi, Jamie. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Good to speak to you. Good to see you. Light bulb. Yeah. That's a halo. That's my heavenly look. Hiya, Robert.
Robert, I've got a really good Russian word.
I like the Russians. I think they're nice people, the ones I've met. They're harsh and they're tough.
A really good Russian word. Do you know what it is?
Is it filth?
Sort of.
Go on then.
The Russian word of the day is kakashka.
What does that mean, kakashka?
Kakashka is like small little poos, like little rabbit dropping poos.
Oh, is it really? Kakashka?
Yeah, kakashka.
So if I was to say to somebody, you kakashka,
it's like calling them a little shit.
Not doing well. My mental health illness is really bad, and my landlord has screwed up the mortgage. Oh, bloody hell. So receivers have my flat.
No.
Oh, Sarah. Oh, that's terrible. Bloody landlords, eh? Law unto their soul.
The world is just coming. It's just getting mad. It's
all
worse,
falling apart at the seams, isn't it? It's like, I mean, obviously, you're in a right shit over here, but I'm not sure it's better globally. It's any better, really, anywhere. I think we're all in the crap at the minute. It seems like, I don't know. It's not very good.
I've got someone here that can brighten our day up.
Who have you got?
Viv, give me a second.
Put me
back. I just
put him back in. Okay. Put him back out. Time out.
Time out. He's on time out. Time out.
Stick him in time out. Put him in reserve.
Put him in reserve?
Yeah, take him back. We'll get somebody else on. It's his own fault. Hi, Nettie. Hope you're doing well.
Oh dear. What's he doing? What's he making? He's mixing something.
Oh, I can't see him.
Ooh. Ooh, what's he doing? Look, he looks it. Oh, can I put you back in? Oh, he's growing. Is he growing something?
Not weed, is it?
It's like, send it over here.
we can
Oh,
all do
one
the
minute.
puff. We can all do the puff of it. It is indeed the legend that is David Oman.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. He's a good legend, though.
He's got a good legend. Oh,
He's a good legend.
little...
He's a very nice chap.
Oh no, he's going again.
Going where?
I don't know. Most probably
gone?
gone for a wee. Gone for a wee, most probably.
Then there was two. There was only two to start with anyway, so we've not lost or gained, which is a good thing sometimes.
Well, yeah, that's true. I don't know what my password is here.
Passwords, don't talk to me about passwords. I have a nightmare with passwords. I make them up and I can't remember them. And you can't even use the same one all the time, can you? Because if somebody cracks that, they've got all your information.
Oh, for God's sake, they want me to do a verification code now.
A verification.
And they're not even going to send the code.
So come on, you lot. What are you up to at the weekend? Has anybody been out there ghost hunting at all? Anybody out there looking for the old spookies? Or maybe ufologists or what have you? Does anybody have any experiences over the weekend? Well, not just the weekend, but up to date. Has anybody experienced anything, seen anything, touched anything, kissed anything, touched anything, played with anything, that type of thing? Anybody done that?
What's he saying? Oh, he did, yeah. Are you ready now, David? Oh, he's getting stripping. He's stripping now.
He's not, is he?
I'll pay you to put your clothes back on, David. Oh dear. Oh, I've given myself a headache. Oh.
Is there any messages, young Viv? Anything in the chat about what, has anybody done anything? Has anybody touched anything? Sexually or otherwise over the weekend? That's all right, Sarah, don't worry.
You're okay, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah, you've not been as quiet as me. I've not been here for ages. Yeah, last week, obviously, but prior to that, I was gone for a while. Not that anybody noticed.
Hello.
Hello, David. How are you, sir?
A little rushed. I had to go do a little shopping at Costco and I got stuck in traffic. So I apologize for being 10 minutes late.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Hey, you're fine.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us.
Listen, we don't care. You can do what you like on here. You know that.
We've been getting away with it for years. I don't think
I have a reputation to maintain. Remember that. I can't do anything I want to do on without being scrutinized for it.
Oh, Nico's had a sink plug. Strange vanished without. Oh, hasn't actually gone down the plug hole, has it?
That's pretty funny. Funny spirit, having some sense of humor.
It is.
Can you say a special hello to Sarah because she's not been feeling well?
Hello, Sarah. I hope you're feeling better. And soon, I mean.
I'm sure she'd appreciate that. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
That's only condescending. She's a good woman, I should say. We'll get all mixed
well, how
up
do you know? How do you know?
Oh, I'm sure she seems
She might be pretty filthy, very naughty.
That doesn't make her a bad person.
Well, it does if she uses whips and chains.
Doesn't make her a bad person.
Sorry, David.
I think that's very funny. Very deviant of you to say.
I wanted to ask you how things over there with now that the fires and that. I'm assuming the fires have died down, have they? Or?
Yeah, the fires are all done. Luckily, we were far enough removed from where they were active. I think it was about 6 miles due east of the fires over in Brentwood and the Palisades, and I'm about 4 miles due west of what was in Runyon Canyon. But again, they had those things nipped out. The smaller fires taken care of quickly, luckily. So
yeah, that's good. So did you see the smoke from where you were or anything? Was it like billowing?
By the 4th day, I started smelling it. We couldn't really see it because the winds weren't blowing in a direction towards us, but I could certainly smell the fragrance of what smelled like about 1,000 fireplaces being, with firewood in them.
Wow.
that fragrance of burning wood and such.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah. It's generally quite a nice smell, isn't it? Until you realise it's burning half the forest down with it.
Yeah, and we have a fire plug on the street about maybe 75 feet from my house, and it turns out there's no water in it. So I said, well, that's great. You've got a prop, which is pointless and worthless, and I've got 300 feet of 2-inch wide diameter fire hose just in case. You know, I said, look, I want to make sure. It's like, there's no water. What gives? So they got to figure that out, because that's just asking for hell on earth.
Where did the water go? Did they just leave it leak out then or something through?
The water was turned off at the main shutoff down at the street below us, because there was a crack in the pipe down there. So I'm going to fix it myself, and just, what am I going to pay somebody to do something and wait for them to get around to it when I can buy the part for like $30?
Yeah,
it's
really?
It's cast iron pipe.
Charge the council, charge them for it, for your time and
the
effort.
Neighbors. Yeah, well, they were going to do that. They were really. I said, I know how to do that. That's basic, simple, minor league plumbing repair. And they go, oh, this. I said, yeah, you cut the pipe where it's cracked, and you cut the other section, and you put basically a bridge between the two pipes, which consists of a heavy gauge rubberized gasket that extends beyond the length of the cut, and has 2 steel clamps you put around it, and that's it. I said, what, are you kidding me? Give me a bill for $1,000. I can do it myself for about, 2 hours and $30. So with some see, I told you, your deviant commentary. Yes, now we're not paranormal, we're Deviants Anonymous.
Well,
that's what I was going to ask you, actually.
Ghosts carry chains.
With all
ghosts are always running around with chains. I don't think so. Where are they getting the chains from? I'd like to know. Where are they rattling chains? It's like, where do they go to the local hardware store to buy a couple of pounds of chains? Come on.
They visited Madame Bell before they came to haunt the place they ended up in.
Naughty, is that what you're saying?
Naughty,
ghosty. Yes, indeed. Kind of like Benny Hill, naughty.
Naughty, Benny Hill, naughty. But so I was going to ask you, was there any sort of uptake in activity with the fire or anything? Did that stir anything, or
not paranormally speaking, but wildlife speaking? Oh yeah, we've had an uptick in. You got to remember that with all those thousands of acres in the Palisades and in Brentwood, which is just west of here, the wildlife that was in there, the bobcats, the mountain lions, the coyotes, the deer, and all the other wildlife was basically forced either into the ocean and or burned, or they fled to the east. Well, I'm in the mountains due east of there, and we have seen such an uptick in the coyote activity, so that I walk out in the street, and usually I don't see coyotes but in the evening. Oh, no. I've seen them on 5-6 occasions in the past 4 weeks now. During the daytime, on the driveway, not up in the hillside.
Wow.
Running down the driveway at 2 o'clock, I'm like, and my dog was like, I'm going to get it. I said, you get the hell in the house, you idiot. You're not going to fight anything. That coyote has friends, and those friends will start attacking you before you
right there, yeah.
So there's been a lot of the wildlife has been pushed in our area, so that we're seeing the bobcat. My neighbor said he saw the bobcat a couple of nights ago when he was outside with his kid, and I was like,
"That's dangerous for kids, isn't it?"
Well, the honest to God's truth is most animals that are carnivorous, that are large prey animals like the cougar, the mountain lion, the bobcats. And even, like I was saying, the coyotes, they're more afraid of us than we are of them. They want nothing to do with us, because they know that we're not a superior being, but more of a threat to their lives.
To be around, yeah, definitely.
So when I saw the coyote, that thing was flying down the street fast as it could go. And I was like, yeah, the sun's out. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you don't usually see coyotes out during the daytime.
No.
And on the street, I was like, whoa. And then I saw a pair of them about 3 weeks ago running in the driveway, chasing each other on the driveway and then up in the hill. And I'm like going, holy hell. So
I bet you do, Rob. You dirty bastard. He's a dirty bastard, that Rob is. Just ignore him.
He's not dirty, he's naughty, you know. There's nothing wrong with being naughty.
No, he's from Scotland. He's dirty bastard.
No, he's dirty bastard.
I'm only joking. He's not really.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on the good old on Benny Hill? May he rest in peace.
I loved Benny Hill when I was a kid. He's not.
No, you ought to watch Kenny Everett.
I've heard of Kenny Everett, but I mean, I grew up watching Benny Hill as a kid with my father. We used to crack up, and you know, we talk about Randy Dandy, man. He was so funny. I remember this what he did to the smaller bald chap.
Yeah,
He'd pat him on the head and going, "What the hell is that?"
Hey, David, I dare you. This is a big dare. The next team or somebody that comes into your home to do a paranormal investigation, at some point, go up behind them and go.
Yeah, only if they're bald though.
Make sure you get it on camera.
You got to get this because I'm bald.
That'd be funny as hell. I wear the spectacles he had, and I'll go, "Excuse me."
And if he goes, "What are you doing?" Just say it gets the ghosts going, you know.
There's a story about Benny Hill.
It helps.
Benny Hill got invited to Benny Hill got invited to America by Charlie Chaplin, and he went in to see Charlie Chaplin, and he said the one thing that blew him away is behind where Charlie Chaplin was sat on his desk, right behind him, he had a whole collection of Benny Hill audio tapes. He had the lot, and he was apparently Charlie Chaplin was a massive fan of Benny Hill. He found that he was because they were clowns, weren't they? Really.
I was going to say Benny Hill was, came along after Charlie, but they were both Englishmen, and they I so loved Benny's self-deprecating smile and grin after he'd say something that was naughty. He'd go, he'd get these bursting like with red, like his dimples would just go boom, and he'd have this grin on his face.
Rob says he's a big.
Oh God, he was so funny.
Rob is a big dirty bee, thank you. A big one, not a little one.
I mean, I also am a huge fan of Monty Python. Going back,
I love Monty Python.
And then when John Cleese did Faulty Towers.
God,
that. I mean, I love Benny. I mean, I love Benny, but I mean, for an entourage troupe of crazy bastards, Monty Python. I mean, Cleese. God, I'm a little out of it right now. Let's see. There's Cleese and then Michael Palin. Oh, and Michael Palin was so funny. I mean, and Eric Idle, of course. But I mean, the whole and what's this, Terry? God, what's his name?
Is that Terry Jones?
Terry Jones, right? I mean, just brilliant. And I mean, some people didn't like The Meaning of Life. I loved it. I've never laughed so hard at some of the most disgusting scenes, especially where would you care for a paper thin mint? I can't I'm fucking stopped. Get me the plate ready. And it was just like, it's with a pin. And Cleese just goes, bon appetit. And then he dives behind the guy's and it blows to smithereens.
David, I've got a question. For you. So do you like Spam?
So Spam a lot.
Oh, I wanted to see Spam a lot. I never saw it. I really did want to go to the theater to see that live because I had seen something that they had done years ago called The Real Life Brady Bunch, which was these actors took the scripts from the old TV shows and reenacted them. And they had everybody in the set. And this is before they made the movie, The Brady Bunch. It was called The Brady Bunch Live. And a producer saw The Brady Bunch live and saw that it was running for about, each week there was a different episode. So 5 days a week, twice a day, they would do that episode. And then they'd go to the next episode. And I think there were about 25 episodes they did of some hundreds plus episodes in the entire series. And it was so funny that somebody said, if there's that much interest in this, let's do the remake. So that's how long ago. This is like 1988, 89 they were doing this, 1990. And it was funny. It was at the in Westwood Village near UCLA at the Geffen Theater Playhouse. And it was so funny that I mean, that's the kind of humor I like. So to see Spamalot, which I love. I mean, the first Monty Python movie I saw was, of course, whatchamacallit, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which I just...
Yeah.
I'm the Black Blood. I know I'm looking through. He goes, okay, let's do that. Oh, it's a flesh wound.
Do you know what, Dan?
It's like they slice the arm off, and there's like a geyser of blood coming out. And most people, I'm going, oh no, this is funny. It's not scary. It's funny as hell. And I'm like, I love these guys. These guys are the best.
We need to send David a tin of Spam. So he gets.
Spam comes from America.
Does it?
It comes from America.
Yeah, it's especially prepared American meat.
Disgusting stuff.
The GIs used to have it.
Disgusting.
It's from World War II, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
It's
and
horrible.
that's the thing. I mean, I've had it when I was in Hawaii. I've always had some around in my cupboard in case there's an emergency and I have nothing else to eat, because it's the last thing I'm going to touch.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'd rather eat dog food. Nah. Get on the dog food.
Oh, it is. It's ground pork. It's just ground, but it's also including it used to be the ears, but now they keep the ears, dry them, and give them for dog treats.
Yeah,
the snouts, the tails,
stuff, was it? Yeah,
anything you can think of that's not not rib, not loin, not pork butt. It's the stuff that's the extra stuff.
Yeah. With Spam, David.
I've had it, and I said, look, I like to cook, so I said, how do you make something good out of this? It's the challenge of challenges, so that it's palatable. That's the whole trick, is to make it palatable. You can add some sweet and sour sauce. You can put it on the grill.
Chantel's in.
Hey, Chantel, how are you doing?
Chantel's in the house.
When are you coming out now that you've relocated to the UK from South Africa? And how are you feeling as far as your gunshot wound is concerned? Shit.
Is she relocated? Is she here already?
Yeah, she moved. She's now in Devon.
She don't tell you, Cal. Why do you tell us?
She told me.
She told me. I mean, I remember her talking about it when she was relocating. I
remember talking about it. I didn't know she'd done it.
Yeah.
Good girl.
I'm wondering why there is a D.
Why is there a D in a fridge, but not in the refrigerator? Oh, I wouldn't have noticed.
Well, fridge is just fridge, like frigid. But refrigerator is not the same as fridge. If you notice, refigerator is refrigerator. It's not fridged. That's fridged.
But does the refrigerator...
And there's Chantel, it's a lesson for today.
Other voices met it, not okay.
But the refrigerator actually does vibrate like a vibrator, hence refrigerator.
Is that how you remember it?
Well, you can always say fridge, F-R-I-G, Dorset. She's in Dorset, not in Devon.
That is true.
Oh, Dorset.
And you were
so glad you're out of there.
Yeah, but how are you feeling, though? You didn't mention how you're healing up from the incident back home. Jesus Christ, what are we going off on a tangent about linguistics?
She's not letting that lie, is she?
Jesus Christ. You can put your meat in the refrigerator too, and the fridge as well. The reason why I was late is because I was unpacking the stuff that was cold from Costco, and I wanted to make sure that it's I'm not going to leave this out. I don't know how long the show goes, so I put that stuff in the fridge and some of the best in the freezer. And
I want to know, how big is your refrigerator? Have you got one of those great big, massive, double?
Yeah, but it's empty.
Doors that open.
Empty.
It is. I've been haven't done any events here, any investigations, so it's been kind of slow on the finances side. So that's why I said we haven't been doing much. So I've been eating most of my, I guess you'd call it my staple goods that I had when I need food, when it's at the end of the end of the barrel, so to speak.
You spam out the cupboard.
No, I didn't
I'll
have
get
any
it in a
spam. I probably would have been happy to have spam versus some of the things I had. Well, where you like to put your meat isn't really anything to do with us. Hey, since you're making wisecracks there, Ms. Idle, could you tell us how you're feeling as far as your recuperation from your incident back in South Africa? How is that? Something more on topic than talking about my meat. You know you like your horse meat very much, don't you there, Chantal?
I've eaten horse
Ooh,
meat.
that's a good comeback. That's a good comeback.
She likes a big, strong horse of a stud mare.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's going to have something to say about that.
Yeah.
I did have something interesting happen. What's today? Today's Wednesday. On Monday, I was here in the office, and somebody gave me, I'm sure you've heard of this, the dead bell. It's like a hotelier bell that you ding, ding, ding,
Oh, the
ding.
dead,
Yes.
the dead, yes.
And it's connected to a box that's an EMF detector.
Yes.
And I fell in love with it. My friends were here. Joey and Joy from San Diego Paranormal were here, and they're playing with it. And I'm like, why is that thing ringing? And they said, well, usually, you ask, an object to give you one ring for no and two for yes. I said, yeah. And she goes, well, what we do is we do 2 rings for no and 1 ring for yes. No, usually it's 1 ring for no. No, it's 2 rings for no and 1 for yes. And I said, okay. She goes, what we do is we go 2 rings for yes, 1 ring for no. And it was going off in the house here. I was like, so a couple of weeks later after they visited, they sent me one. They bought me one and sent me one. I was like, so I literally turn it on sometimes in the morning, go about my business, and sometimes it'll go off. Sometimes, most times it doesn't. And I'm like, why don't you go when everybody's here? You go crazy. I'm here alone. No way. So I was sitting here in the office, and I heard about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:26, and I hear a ding, and I'm like, oh, that's the first time today. Then about 20 seconds later, I hear a bang, which was one of the figurines getting knocked over on the aquarium.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way. No. That was too close in proximity time-wise for one thing to happen. And then the other thing to happen less than a half a minute later, I was like, mind you, there's a whole set of, different figurines on the aquarium, and only one of them got knocked over.
I wonder if they can read your mind. So if you're asking yourself a question while you're working in your office and they answered it without one ding, no.
Of course they can read your mind. I mean, here's the reason why I say that. There's a video from a few years ago where I'm walking down the hallway on the 2nd floor. It's about 1:45 in the morning. I'm doing my laundry, and you can hear the washing machine spinning around and removing most of the water at the end of the cycle. And I start walking down the hallway. I'm about 2 paces past my door, walking towards the stairwell. And I'm thinking to myself, I got you covered. And I throw my hands up like this. I was like, I got you covered. You're good. And then I hear 2 very loud knock, knock. I stopped immediately. I was going to say, if you want, I can send you the link and you can post it up because it's fascinating. Here, let me do that.
Yeah.
So I'll send you in the private chat. Let's see, YouTube. And it's great because I sat there for a good 30 seconds staring at the camera thinking, oh my God, there can't be a burglar, because what idiot burglar is going to say, hi, I'm here, I'm letting you know, I'm going to kill you or something. I'm like, all right, so it's not a burglar. And then I realized that I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And I only thought something.
I think that you've got more chance of getting a response from thought than you have from you using your voice box. And the reason I say that is because if you think about the human spirit, your mind is part of the human spirit, isn't it? Your mind is your consciousness. So once it's not constrained by the human body, once it's not constrained by this, then it communicates through mind power.
Here.
You know?
Viv, I just sent you the whatchamacallit, the link
Okay.
in the private chat.
I'm going
And
in.
obviously, if you want, you can obviously throw that onto the, share it with the audience, because it's incredible from the very beginning. Because we'll move it up beyond the beginning as I sit there and talk about the setup, but go right to the point where you see the hallway, and it's so loud and so clear. And as I decided to say, oh my God, it's a spirit, and I, as I cognitively become aware of that fact, I walk up the stairs, and then I start saying, oh my God. I said, well, that was interesting, blah, blah, blah. And I then start to realize, saying, wait a second, I didn't say a word.
No.
And I
started vocalizing, saying, well, I guess that means that there are no safe harbors. If you can read my mind, which apparently it must be, because why would you react to me just throwing my hand up if you didn't think or know what I was thinking at that moment?
Do you want me to show it on here now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just start it up, cue it up from when I'm walking down the hall. Since I've gone through and established what the situation was, we don't need to have me repeat it again on the video.
Okay, I've got the cat running through at the minute, so you chat amongst yourselves.
I was going to say, I remember doing an investigation a few years ago. It was at a boxing gym, and the girl was there. She said she wouldn't go into the gym. Her and her friend would not go into the gym, and they had an office above it. And I said, what type of activity is going on here? Then you heard the punch bag being punched, and she went, that. And I went, what do you mean that? She went, there's nobody down there. It's all locked up. So her boyfriend came and he let me in there. But one of the things she complained about is stuff going missing from her desk and her bag and her keys and all of that, and just going missing. And I said, right, I'll just ask a question in my mind. And I had an ovilus. And I said, in my mind, are you responsible for taking the stuff from the office upstairs? And literally within a split second, it came out, I hide things.
Yeah.
It was a direct response to a question asked through the mind.
Here, start it up. Here, do me a favor, Viv. Start it up close to like 4 minutes in. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's way towards the end. Here, earlier than that, because we want to see the shot, because it's amazing.
From here?
A little earlier.
There?
That's a gorgeous house, isn't it?
It is
a little earlier, apparently. Shit, I got the thing lined up myself. I can give you an idea of where.
What about now?
Big. Say it. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Started at 105.
Okay.
That'll be at 105 is where it's good. Perfect. And just turn up the volume all the way.
Is that radio?
No, it's me talking. Boy, I am slow, aren't I?
No, it's fine.
Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it.
Stunning, that house, isn't it?
That's me. All right, here we go. But the commentaries here. Let me see. Let me show you what's more interesting than just that. Let me see.
That's pretty cool.
Let's stop sharing this. Hang on.
Here, let me see something. Let me just go to this. Go to 5 minutes. The 5 minute mark will be interesting as well.
Okay.
That's definite, isn't it? That's a concentrated knock knock.
Yeah, and what's interesting is I have cameras throughout the house, so the camera in the room show them that video footage. In the room,
Okay.
the bedroom right next to, across from the master bedroom, is a camera, and you hear this wrathy voice come through, and then the knock knock. That's like, Viv, show them, yeah, let's back up to 5-minute mark and you'll see.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah,
Can you see that now?
that's the guest bedroom.
Okay.
That right there, that.
I heard that.
And then you'll hear, then you hear the knock knock. And then that's vocalization. No explanation for it. And then you hear the knock knock, which is loud as hell in this room.
Wow.
So that's an example of, like I said, stuff that happens as far as them reading your mind, because I didn't say anything, as you saw. I thought it, and I said, oh my God, they know what I'm thinking. There's no such safe harbor anymore. Because they know, because they listen to my thoughts.
Was that the room, David, that somebody saw Sharon Tate in?
No, the Sharon Tate was seen on the top floor. That was 20 years ago, 21 years ago, 2004.
That sounds like a male
All I
voice,
see is whoever opened the clip is not subscribed to David's channel. Tut, tut. Thanks, Chantal. So, Chantal, how are you healing up? Respond to that question, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's another. I heard the yes.
That was me.
Oh, was that you? It's gorgeous, isn't it? House is beautiful.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
It's a free channel, you know.
God, my computer's doing some weird stuff.
Read up in the earlier comments. Okay.
All right, okay.
I was reading
the
comments. You couldn't just sit there and answer.
I was going to say, you can just say again.
I was answering, got sidetracked by your meat. Pretty much back to my old self. Thanks for having me.
Good.
All right,
Yeah.
there.
Good.
So I'm glad you're feeling better there. Hi, Nicole. All right, I read. I'm glad you're feeling better there. Thanks, Ned. I hope you're doing well too.
That's brilliant news that Chantel's away from where
it's
she
good
was.
news.
I'm so happy that she's over here now and safe. It's good.
I was after I processed what happened, I'm like, that's amazing. You guys, you're really cool. You can read my mind. You knock knock. I was with it, and I didn't say anything. I tried to realize that no matter how much you bullshit a ghost, they can read. They're truth seekers to the ultimate degree. The people say, ghosts lie. It's like, no. People lie.
Yes.
Ghosts don't lie. There's no reason for ghosts to lie. The idea that you have this belief system that ghosts are lying to, it's like, well, let me ask you a question. Tell me, what is in it for them to lie to you?
Yeah, there's nothing going from it, is there? And that's the thing as well, isn't it? It's misinterpretation as well. People misinterpreting things and automatically, well, no, I see it this way. Well, that's maybe not the way that you should go back and rejig that and think about it again, because that's maybe not the way you interpret it. It's not right.
And it's still playing it over and over again, the knock knock.
That's brilliant.
It's like these mediums, or they pretend to do the seance. If there's anybody there, if there is, knock once. If there isn't, knock twice. Well, if they're not there, why are they
not going to knock
twice?
Really?
It's like slap that person across the face.
Oh, God. Well, here's another one for the mediums. It's like, well, I'm going to open the veil. I'm going to close it. It's like, what a dramatic production of nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm going to close it. It's like, what are you going into a shower and pulling the curtain? Yes, I'm pulling the curtain closed. It's like, you think for a millisecond that the spirits, A, give a rat's behind about that commentary. B, do you really think that that's for the spirit's benefit, or do you think it's for the audience to maintain this kind of? You got this still playing on. I still hear it.
It's like the old seance rooms, isn't it? It was all dressage, wasn't it? It was all for effect. It was
Is
to
that
get
me
people
doing
in
it?
that mind frame.
Oh, it's me, son of a bitch. I'm sorry. I left it playing, and I'm thinking, God, Viv, what the hell is that shit in the background?
I turned it off.
I know, and you should have told me. I said, David, it's you. What is I won't knock because don't tell me what to do. Oh God, Chantal, too funny. They're saying, is anybody there? And thinking, what's for dinner?
I really would love for one of these so-called mediums to really get knock once for yes, twice for no. I really wish, I'm opening the veil. Well, open this. I'm going to slap you really hard on the arse while you're naked in the shower, washing yourself, and then you'll shit yourself for real.
Oh yeah, it's like, well, me, I'd be like, excuse me, I'm in the shower. I'd like my privacy, please. Thank you. You have some decorum, don't you? Then get out of my shower unless I invite you in.
Unless it's a pretty ghost, then I would say I'm going to give you 3 hours to stop that, whatever you're doing.
Oh dear God!
It would never happen. It would never happen.
No, pretty ghosts won't go near
me.
Pretty ghosts
won't go near me.
I have 24 hours of this long hair, and finally, it's been a year since I've had it. Over a year since I've had it cut, and I'm getting it cut tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. God, at this point, I'll take the attention slap away.
What's that, Chantal, is it?
Jesus, Chantal.
She's funny.
What's she putting now?
She's good.
She's good.
Oh, I better put it on for Dan. Sorry. I'm very slow at this.
That's all right. At this point, I'll take the attention slap away.
Chantal, don't forget you need to see his ears so you know what to hold on to.
Ghosty ears.
Because the hair will be gone.
And Viv's brought it down to the ghost.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Right, back to the ghosts.
Yeah.
So next door, David, next door, have you heard any, have they said anything about the ghosts next door? Because I remember you telling us how freaky it was in that house next door.
No, they're still working on it, funny enough. They're still trying to figure out, what they need to do, which is connect the water, connect the gas line that was busted. And they're still remodeling the house. They were here today. I saw them, and it's like, whenever she gets done with it. It'll, we'll see what the hell it's like with the new tenant in there. You never know. I did tell you, Usher rented the house out years ago now, like 4 or 5 years ago, and he had problems with it.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That was his creative space. His half brother lived there. Here to the game. Yeah, no kidding. It's going to be gone tomorrow. I have to tell him, he's a Frenchman yet. I have to tell him, it's like, un petit, no grande. Because usually it's like, yeah, it takes it a year to grow this long in a year. It's like, no, I just want it trimmed up. If I haven't.
David, over here, it's like the beard and the top knot is all the fashion. You never fancied that?
That's 65 years ago. That's called the mop top. The Beatles wore that, didn't they?
Yes.
They're doing it back to you now.
I haven't gotten my signed copy of his book.
Shut up and...
As a matter of fact, I have to order some new copies. I have to reframe the book or format the books and then get the new ones printed up. So I don't even have any copies right now at all, Chantal. And Chantal, you'll get your copy here because it costs like $20 to ship to the UK.
Wow.
That's
crazy, isn't it?
I've put the link. If anyone wants,
thank you, Simply Spooky Network. Yes. The thing
go online and just order.
Yeah, Chantal can come. She can take a couple of copies back and distribute them. That would be the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chantal, get yourself a plane booked and get over there and get them books.
Yeah.
I don't have any right now. That's the problem. I need to order some. Let me see.
And bring David back with you. and then we can
Yeah.
do some ghost hunting over here. And
yeah, I'd love to do that. Here, there's my YouTube channel.
Over here.
That's my YouTube channel, kids.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Well, as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago yesterday, we were working with I'm working with a production company to produce the book to turn this book that we're speaking so highly about into a 4-part docuseries. So I'm just waiting for them to get in touch with me to let me know what's going on with the sizzle reel, because then we're going to pitch it to a network, hopefully a decent sized network, to get this out there. But that's where we are right now. Hi, Jamie.
Netflix. Take it to Netflix.
Yes, you will. No. Netflix did a movie called About Chaos, the book, about the murders.
Right.
The book is garbage. I'd use it
really?
to kindling. His suppositions and his thoughts of what took place and how the murders didn't happen the way that the murderers relayed the story of how they were killed. You know, it's amazing when you discredit those that were openly at the time and honestly screaming and yelling, and they're proud about their committing the crimes, and you're discrediting their firsthand account from some standpoint of maybe 40 years later.
Yeah.
You got to give me a break in a handbasket. It's like, well, let's just rewrite history. Napoleon was 6'2".
Yeah.
When in fact he was 5'9". I mean, the truth is, Napoleon was. Let's talk about bad press to sideway off of something. The English sat there and said Napoleon was short, and it was like a translation from French to English. He said he was smaller. He was 5'9". He wasn't 5 feet tall. He wasn't this midget. That's kind of like the misnomer of bad press. But when somebody tries to rewrite history and change the story, because let's be honest, no one's interested in the same story 35, 45, 55 years later.
No.
Everybody's got to chime in with it's a conspiracy. This is what really happened. And it's like, because no one's interested in buying the story as it is, because we all know it. And somebody wants to come along and try to rewrite history and make a story more grandiose and more, problematic when you scratch the surface. And he said that Stephen Parent was the last person to die. Excuse me, but that totally flies in the face of what the witness testimony was by the murderers. It defies what the witnesses that were in the area that heard the gunshots and what time they heard the gunshots at, which was in the beginning of the savage murder endeavor that took place down the street.
Yeah. And
it also defies what the neighbor next door said she heard later on. So when you're going to throw the facts into the freaking fire and set them ablaze, and you're going to make spurious commentary about how it was this and how it was a drug deal gone bad, you got to really go out of a limb and say, just cut the limb off and let me drop to the ground and drop dead, because what you've said is absolute poppycock and nonsense and bullshit. And all you're doing is creating your own story narrative so that you can sell books and now sell a gosh darn doc series of your own, or an hour and a half story of his book. I'm like, get out. Somebody's got to stop pandering to the constipation theorists, which is what I call conspiracy theorists, and stop giving them a freaking platform bigger than what they need, which is no platform. Because they're full of shit. They're liars.
Yeah, and that's about the truth of it, isn't it? That's about the strength of it.
I get tired of it. It's like I had myself on a television show 13 years ago where I told something that, hold on, Samantha, I'm right here. Yes, I am. I'm right here.
Oh,
you know where I am. Get over here. That was Sam.
She's cute. She's cute.
She is. There she is. Sam, look at her.
Yeah, she's a sweet.
Look there. There you go. That's Sam. So, like I said, when I told him something that Lisa Williams, the English psychic, had told me in confidence some, 7-8 years earlier, and I was like, I told, Zach, shouldn't say his name, And he turned it into an embellishment beyond repair and said,
Oh.
well, your house. I said, one Native American on horseback by accident died on this property, supposedly according to Lisa Williams. One by accident. He fell down the hill with his horse and rider broke their necks, and their remains were left on the earth and were interred into the earth through the mudslides. That became state Native American ceremonial burial grounds, meaning this wasn't just one, but many people were buried. And when I say buried, I mean physically their graves were dug and they were lowered into the ground. And I watched the show and I said, I never said that. And that's not what it is. And now, this many years later, as the saying goes, a lie will spread across the globe in lightning speed. The truth will take forever to catch up.
Mm.
And I have to tell people like Scott Michaels from Dearly Departed Tours that no, the house is not built on Native American, ceremonial burial grounds, et cetera, et cetera. God damn.
It's funny, isn't it?
I'm cursing and laughing at the same time as I just read what Chantal said. Gee, Chantal, thank you so much for that moment of humor. God help us. It's just so bad. You do need to come out and visit. My friend, the horse trainer, you'd be absolutely, be happy to meet her and her 100 horse ranch that she has. And these are thoroughbreds. These not Western styled horses. This place checked him and then slipped in. Oh God, my friend's horses are not like that. She has 100 horses. They're all, I think there's a few Arabians, but mostly are large, horses for hunters and jumpers. So English style. That's why I thought you might have a good shot to meet her and see what you guys can do. As far as work's concerned. But like I said, that's the problem. Is he said that, and now people believe that the whole of Benedict Canyon is like once upon a time was a ceremonial native burial ground. It's like, no, I never said that, and that's not even true. And there's proof. There's nothing to prove any of that. So
no. I'll be honest with you. I've given up watching a lot of the YouTube paranormal channels now and stuff on TV because it's just you look at it, and obviously we've been doing it for years ourselves. You look at it and you think this is not relative to the truth. This is fabrication. These are lies. And the history about the places that they're taking you to, and you think, well, that never happened there, and there's no recorded evidence of that.
Dan, what you need is a show, a bit like At Home with the Osbournes, but have At Home with David Oman, and you'll get the truth out there.
That's what this book came into fruition about, was because when they were shooting Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I said, they're making this movie. Why not? I used to work in the stuff from I Can Ride. I said, Chantal, I can ride. I haven't written English, but I'm sure I'd have no problem with it. So yes, I'll ride the horses with you as well. Yeah. And anyway, as I said, I wanted to be truthful and honest representation of the experiences here, without the drama, without the religiosity, without all the hubbubaloo of, oh my God, it's a demon. They're going, where?
Yeah.
Let me get
That's why the idea of doing this docu-series, I mean, it'll get off the ground. I just hope it goes to the right network. I think that people are going to say that's more interesting than 20 years of what I've seen on all of the paranormal shows.
Yeah.
Because it's legitimate, it's sincere, it's honest, it has integrity. It's not, oh my God, did you see that? He goes, I don't want to see the face. I want to see what you're looking at. I don't need to see your reaction.
Yeah.
Well, have you crapping your pants yet? Because I really don't care. What are you crapping your pants about is what I care about seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And like I said, there'd be interviews. There'll be plenty of video footage of the stuff that's happened here, which I think is fascinating. And again, that clip is an example of and then I'm starting to process, and then you watch and you start to realize that I'm living in this place for 23 years now, and I have not been affected or harmed by the spirits in any way, ever felt threatened by their presence. And it's always a curiosity that, I get scared for about 5 seconds, and then it's like, okay, well, now that I know it's nothing to do with a human being, I'm okay about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm more concerned about a human being being responsible for some of the stuff I hear. And then finding out there's somebody in the house that's trying to, make me into a slasher movie. So that's the reason why. What is Chantal? It's only real when you are so scared you crap in somebody else's pants. Gee, Chantal, you missed your calling. You should be a comedy writer. Seriously, that's some of the funniest crap I've ever read. So, like I said, that's why I'm trying to work with this company. I'm going to call it. Sorry, I hit the camera. I'm going to reach out to them today and find out what the status is, because I'd like to see things, get things moving as quickly as possible, so we can get to the next step, and that's getting the show on the road and producing it. Because it'll be fun. It'll be, like I said, it'll be nothing like nothing you've seen before on television in the genre. Why? Because I don't play the BS. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm going, shut up.
Yeah.
You don't bring that to this table. We don't play that type of nonsensical reaction.
No, it's become boring, isn't it? That type of video, that type of footage now. It's just the real story, and it talks about some of the myths of the paranormal. We did mythologize, oh my God, be careful what you wear out of the house today, because if you die, that's what you're going to be wearing for all eternity. Really? Is that so? My God, what happens if I died going to a toga party? I'm stuck in this gosh darn sheet for eternity? People are going to think it's a fucking an old Roman soldier, a Roman, person from ancient Rome. It's like, no, I was going to a toga party. This wreath laurels, because I was going to a toga party. I'm stressed like Mark Anthony. Oh my God, I'm stuck for all eternity. People are going to go, oh, Mark Anthony.
These sandals for real?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, all eternity. These sandals? This is a joke. You got to be kidding me. I'm stuck. And now we'll know where to pack your meat. Oh God.
That's funny.
Good old Chantal. She's always good for a laugh.
She is. But she'll get over and see you at some point, David. Don't you worry.
No,
I'm sure she will.
The UK from South Africa. She went from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere. That's a start. Now she's got to go from the east to the west.
Well, we keep saying, we're going to have to pop in and see David at some point. We'll just turn up and knock on the door and say, hey, get the kettle on.
I highly suggest checking first.
Get a cup of tea.
Just for the hell of it,
Yeah, well, actually, that's a good idea. I'm not saying anything. I'll just come in and slap you on the head like that.
Fine.
Who saw it the ghost who died in the shower? I often think about that. And I
feel sorry for the ghost who died in the shower. Yeah, really.
If you drop dead, you aren't worried. It's going to be
wet for eternity. I'm lovely. I want to come with Viv and Dan. We can meet at Heathrow and travel together.
Yeah, I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you, Chantal.
But while we're young, Chantal, while we're young, remember that.
Do you know what? When I came through LA airport last time, there was a guy at TSA. TSA, that's it. And you have to show your passports. And he was quite rugged and really, but he was hot. I don't care what he said to me. He could have done anything to me. I would have gone, yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you want to take me away, let's go. No, he didn't.
What was he, tall and hot?
He was hot. He was, yeah.
Sort of like me.
He was on fire. He was so hot.
He was hot.
Oh, God. He was just smoldering.
You are young, Chantal. You're a young whippersnapper.
Chantal, you're only as young as you feel. You're only as old as you feel.
Or you're only as young as the partner that you feel. So
that ship has sailed. I'm not that young now already.
Don't you let anybody tell you that,
Sam, coming back?
You're only in your 50s, and that's very old.
Back here. Sam, no, don't do that because I said don't.
Does Sam ever react to stuff that happens?
So you missed a spot. Oh my God. Sorry, officer. You was Jesus Christ. Oh, Chantal, you are so bad and so randy.
What film did she come out with now?
Oh, she said, sorry, officer, you missed a spot. I think she's hoping for a full body search.
Jesus.
I don't know if
that's in reference to the hot TSA professional. Sam, I know you. I'm going to feed you. Stop it.
Samantha, does she ever react to stuff that happens in the house?
Oh yeah, she chases stuff that I can't see.
So she probably sees it all going on.
Oh, yeah. She chases stuff. She's like, and then starts chasing. It's like, what are you chasing? God damn it! Stop running around like a bat out of hell. And she's not. Look, I've had her for 10 years now. And the other cat for 9 years, and she came in. She was probably at least 2 to 3 years old.
She's sweet as anything, isn't she?
She's in great shape. What, Sammy? What? Yes, I can hear you purring.
She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, yeah.
What about your dogs? Do your dogs, are they the same or?
Just the one dog. Fiona passed away Thanksgiving of 2023. Yeah, the dogs, reacted according to stuff. I wonder if they give you lollipops. Jesus, Chantal.
They
do, but it's where they put them.
Chantal.
It's where they put them, yeah.
Really?
And do they take the wrappers off first? That's what I want to know.
They always make sure they put them in your lips anyway.
Oh, God. Jesus.
And are they chopper chops?
Chopper chops. Chopper chops.
Oh,
chopper chops.
God. Ay. You guys are too funny. Too much.
David, you should get chopper chops to what's the word? Sponsor you and give you loads of lollipops. Yeah, give you loads of lollipops.
What are chopper chops?
Chopper chops.
Oh, it's an American company, isn't it? They did lollipops,
lollipops.
Chopper chops.
I think they're American. I don't know what they are. I've never had them.
They're nice, actually. They're really nice.
Like I said, I got to get this gosh darn show on the road. I got to call them up today and see how things are moving along. I wonder if they give you.
If no one buys it, could you take it to theaters and sell tickets?
No, this is for television. This is
okay.
A TV show. Lollipops. I can never wait to get to the chewy middle. Those are Tootsie Pops, sweetheart. That's the one with the chocolate center, the fudge center wrapped around with the lollipop. That's a Tootsie Pop. A little different than a regular lollipop. Most lollipops don't have a center. I mean, they don't have a chocolate center.
You're walking straight into them, David, tonight.
God help me. What am I saying?
Well, now you've mentioned that, I want Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Pops, yes.
Oh, nice.
Great flavour, Jolly Ranchers all the way.
Jolly Ranchers.
Yes.
I haven't had them.
Good.
Yeah.
I bought some Jolly Rancher sour gums the other day. Oh, they were lovely.
So we just heard
Toits. All right, Toits. Tootsie. TOOTISE. Tootsie. Oh shit! Son of a bitch.
TOOTSIE.
Tootsie. Yeah.
Shit. I'm on a podcast. What's going on?
Do you want me to? Let's just mute your mic so we don't listen to you. Give him a bit of
just well, I can lip read.
Privacy.
I can lip read.
Privacy. Hey, Vimto flying saucers.
He's saying the bloke's great, but Viv's awful. Dan's really good looking. He should be in films. He's too good for this world. Yeah, he's handsome. I'm looking at him now. He should be an icon. Chantel's getting my nerves a bit. Right, I'm going to have to make a move soon because the boys.
Yeah, we'll wait till David comes off the phone and then we'll.
Oh, you Afrikaans! I didn't know you were Afrikaans. Well, I suppose you would be, wouldn't you? South Africa. Yeah, I suppose you would be. Afrikaan.
Afrikaan.
If
I like the I do like the accent.
Afrikaans. Don't
Yes.
you dare talk to me like that.
Is your name Duplessis?
I'll go for you in a big way, boy.
You should do a whole show with that accent, Dan.
That Chantel is getting on my tits. But I do love her. Yeah, kiss. Honestly, Chantel, I'm so happy that you're over here. I'm so happy you're safe. Because I'll be honest with you, I was concerned. You were as well, Viv, weren't you?
Yeah. We're going to we're going to be at a Bigfoot conference in May. Bristol. How far is that? That's not too far away from Devon, is it?
No, she's West Country, isn't she? It's not far at all, I don't think.
Yeah, I should pop over there and
yeah, definitely.
It's in Bridgewater. Oh, okay. He's back. Hang on.
A friend of mine needed to. What's going on here? I never get called.
Put it back on again, Viv. Onto that's it. Yes.
Oh, it's over an hour.
Make it down there. There you go.
Hang on.
As I was saying, a friend of mine has animation cells, and he knows I'm a big collection. He says, "Look, I got one because I want it 20." I say, "Fine, I'll buy it for $25." It's from the Star Trek the animated series, and it has Spock and 2 cavemen in the cell. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Bristol's just over an hour from me. I'm about 20 minutes from Stonehenge.
Is that an original cell? Is it that he's got, David?
What?
Is that an original cell?
Yeah, from Filmation.
Wow.
Like 1971, 72.
Wow, that's cool.
Chantal, you'd be perfect at Stonehenge because you're unhinged and you're stoned. Dinky dat.
Right, we had better let David go.
So no, I'm fine. I told him we were on the show for another 45 minutes.
Did you?
That's right. You have
just
a coffee and rest.
No, I thought we were gonna. I figured the show's gonna go till 2:00.
We can if you want, but I think Dan's got to
I've got to sort the kids out, but no,
crap. We can wrap it up. That's fine.
But we want you back on, David, because
you'll have me back. Like I said, when this thing goes and we start doing publicity and marketing and stuff, that where it's going to go, believe you me, I'll be back on.
We want to get you on the plane over here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't need to be stoned to be wired. Weird.
You're not weird. The rest of the world's weird.
It's weird. You're normal. People don't get stoned to become weird. That's one thing has nothing to do with the other. I don't know what you take from that, but stoned and weird. God. Maybe you should be stoned. Immaculate, as Jim Morrison would say.
Well, we're going to get you back on, David, because we just love it when you come on here. I mean, because we talk about all sorts of things. Oh, look at her.
I know, she's gorgeous.
She's ignoring me. Samantha.
She's got the ump with you. Look.
Look out. She's like a shadow there, isn't she? She's like a silhouette cut out.
It's like,
there you go. Yes. Come here.
Look how cool she is.
Well, she's a character.
Cool. I'm too cool for this, Dad. That's what she's like.
And in the comments, the bland show goes to shit. So I know it's
no, it doesn't. Our show's a shit anyway, Chantel.
Well, that's why David likes coming on our show, because it's just like, do what you like.
I get Chantal on it all the time. That makes it more interesting.
It does. She does. She adds a flavour to it, without a doubt.
She does add a flavour.
If you guys come out here, we'll have to do a show. If you guys come out piecemeal, if it's Chantal that comes out, we'll do the show, do the show, the two of us.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Here.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be funny.
That would be very cool.
She goes to shit.
Right, guys.
Yes. A pleasure speaking to you, David. We'll get you back on soon.
Thank you for having me on, Viv, and thanks, Dan and Chantal.
Thank you, David. It's always a pleasure getting you on.
This is to be continued.
It's not as much fun as I have being on.
Thank you.
I get a kick
We
out
love
of
it. We love it.
Right. We will be back next week, guys. We don't know if we're going to have a guest on. We'll see how we feel. But we will let you know as soon as we know. But anyway, in the meantime, take care and stay